Today we're going to learn how to use the anti-aliasing filter. So what you'll need is some sort of device that produces a frequency that you would like to filter out. So today I'll use the function generator as an example. You'll need two BNC wires, your DAC, and your cable to connect your DAC to your computer. So the first thing you need to do to use this is you need to connect the anti-aliasing filter to the power. Then you're going to take one of the BNC cables, hook one end to the output of your function generator, and the other end to input of the anti-aliasing filter. Then take your other BNC cable, connect the output to one of the inputs of the DAC. Then you connect your DAC to your computer using the USB cable. That's how you set up the anti-aliasing filter. And I will go to a closer view and show you how to actually use the dials and how to actually operate the anti-aliasing filter. Okay, so now that you got your anti-aliasing filter hooked up, we now need to actually use it. You'll notice on the left side here you see low cutoff frequency in hertz, which is the same thing as saying a high pass filter. And the right side you see high cutoff frequency, which is the same thing as saying a low pass filter. So when you set the low cutoff frequency for a high pass filter, it basically tells you the point at which below that frequency you want to get rid of it. If you want to filter out a 100 hertz signal, you need to set the high pass filter side to a number higher than 100 hertz. So say 120, and it will filter out any frequency below 120 hertz. On a low pass filter, what it means is that anything below the cutoff frequency gets passed through. So say you want to filter out 300 hertz. So you apply a low pass filter at 200 hertz, which means that anything below 200 hertz goes through and anything above 200 hertz gets filtered out. Now if you combine the high pass and low pass filter, you get something called a band pass filter, which means only a range of frequencies get through. Now the way to use this anti-aliasing filter is the left side is the high pass, the right side is the low pass. To turn it on, you use the switch here. You'll see a little light that says it's turned on. And you'll see this big knob here. It's got 10, 15, 20, 30, and then so on. And then you know there's a small knob in the top left. You got a 1x, 10x, 100x, 1000x, and 10,000x. So let's say we want to set a cutoff frequency at 200 for the high pass. So then we go to turn the big knob to 20, and then we turn our little knob to 10. Because 20 times 10 is 200. So this little knob up here is a multiplier for the value you set here. So say I want to set 3000. I could go to 30 and set my multiplier to 100, which is 3000. So that way I can set my high pass to certain frequencies based on this knob and the multiplier. If I only want to set it at 10 hertz, then I turn my knob to 10 here and turn my multiplier to 1, and I have 10 hertz. Now on the low pass filter it's the same exact thing but with two separate knobs. So you got the right knob here is your multiplier again, and this left knob here is your actual hertz selection. So say I want to set this one to 500, I turn the knob to 50 and then turn the multiplier to 10, and I have set it at 500 hertz. Now if I wanted to set say 10,000, then I switch my multiplier to 100 and turn my knob to 100, and that's 10,000. So this is how you use the anti-aliasing filter. After you're done, turn it off first, then unhook your wires, your BNC cables, and put everything away. And that's how you use the anti-aliasing filter.